This is called a note to self, or note to myself and my loyal subscribers. Now, you'll recall yesterday I did a little video on the dumping of cryptocurrencies and how I had my eyeball focused in, zoomed in on some Litecoin and OMG. Those are the two ones I think were like, oh boy. So I want to show you, first of all, where OMG is right now. Now this now is 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, 14th of September. Excuse me. OMG, Omisego, down 22% for the day so far until it resets. $8.36. Now remember when I did my video the other day, or more like what was it, 3 weeks ago now, something like that? It was, by the time you heard the video, it was probably a little over $8. I got in at $7.50. I went, of course, that night, did the video, next day, whatever. By that time you guys heard it, it was like $8. It has since went up to, I think, it touched $13 or 12, I know 12 something. I thought it touched 13 at one point. And that's a fantastic profit. You just made 50%. However, we have this waterfall event. Now, some people would look at this and say, "Oh my gosh, this is horrible. What do I do? Should I start selling? Should I start selling?" It's too late to sell now. It's too late to apologize, and it's too late to sell cryptos. Yes, it is. It's too late. Now, I say that now, but what if by chance Friday, by the time you hear this, by the end of the day, the carnage has continued and they're down even lower than what I'm telling you right now in this video. So it is your duty, it is your duty to pay attention to these things. Again, my eyes are focused on Omisego, OMG, 8:36 right now tonight. Where will this be in the morning? Again, there could be more carnage tomorrow. Could this thing go 7 something? You know, where I got in at the other day, 750? Could it go lower? Speaking of OMG coin, OMG, I hope so. What do you mean you hope so? Yeah, I hope so I can buy more at a lower price. And what's the other one I've been looking at? I've been telling you about Litecoin. It's now, when I did my video earlier Thursday, again, that would be today technically, because I'm doing this video Thursday. It was 48 bucks. It's now 44. As I said, we got to watch this. We've got to watch these. We all want to get in at the absolute low. I mean, again, no one's perfect. Some people will time it, some of us won't. But man, $48 had my attention. Like, woo, 48. Remember Austin Powers, and I think it was the third one, the last one. The kid comes in, his little helper, and has the gigantic mole, and he's like, That's how I was when I saw Litecoin at 48. 48. And I sent myself an email. Excuse me. I'm not sure if the power out, the smell, you know how the house smells when your air hasn't ran for a few days, or like you go look at houses and their power's not on. It kind of has that whatever smell. A little, I shouldn't call it musty, but whatever the hell that smell is. You know, we've been sleeping there every night, 4 nights in a row. Finally, the power's back on. As you can tell, I'm in here in my little studio, the crypto cave, if you will. And met a couple of... Better get your little spider crawling boat out of here. Spider done came in here for, I guess, to get out of Hurricane Irma winds. But we met a couple yesterday. We thought they lived in this particular road down here. Look like they're a little bit younger than us. Not much. And we're like, oh, hey, you know, every time we see somebody, we want to go say hi. Hey, we're new, you know. And he's like, oh, actually, we don't live on this street. We live one over, and we just walk down here. So we chatted. Real nice couple. They stopped by again tonight. They were walking, and hey, we got our power on finally. We chatted some more. Real nice people. I told them, you know what? Anytime, you know, stop by sometime. Like when, you know, now that the power's back on, whatever. Come, you know, come knock on the door. Come on in, you know, have a little, you know, invite you in, have a little chat, you know, whatever. Just real nice people. you know, sometimes you see people and you just kind of feel like, oh, these are some good people, like instantly, you know. So, anyways, we got OMG coin, 836, and I was telling him, I talked to him a little bit about crypto. He's like, yeah, I have heard about Bitcoin. I was actually thinking about doing something about that recently. Really? Thinking, do you know who I am? Leroy Brown. No, I'm Jason 4 from YouTube. I'm glad you asked about Bitcoin. I'm just the guy you probably want to talk to about this stuff. You know, so that's cool, you know, because I always have to ask. I make it a habit now. When I talk to people, I've got to ask, hey, what do you know, Bitcoin, you guys, oh, yeah, yeah. Or if they're like, no, I don't know. I don't even go any further. But, you know, we were talking about it a bit. So, anyways, I may be inviting them over to teach them a little something, you know, how to get on quickly, buy a Bitcoin, Litecoin, that kind of thing. But anyways, 836, my eyes are on OMG and Litecoin. We now have $44 Litecoin. It's down nearly 30% as I'm doing this video. Again, are we going to wake up to what I call a bonus surprise Friday and say, oh my goodness, speaking of OMG, oh my gosh, is Litecoin back in the 30s? Oh my God. I will be pouncing. So what I was saying is I sent myself an email on the way home today. Note to self and subs. Transfer, go to the exchange, whether that's Gemini or Coinbase, and get some of your Ether, buy some, etc. Buy Litecoin, right? Because you can go on Coinbase, buy Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Note to self, got a little bit of ETH sitting over there, dump that into Litecoin, and while you're at it, Jason up to myself, teensy weensy kind of loading the boat again on Litecoin. Make it happen. Note to self, make it happen. Get some Litecoin. Get some more. I see this as a fire sale. I said the day, you know, all these cheap silver prices we've had, I've said, you know, I'd like to take the time. Remember me saying this a few times? I'd like to take the time out now to say a little thank you prayer to, not to God, but to JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan for manipulating the silver for so long so we could all get in there at cheap prices. I want to thank you for that, because one day we're going to really thank him when those prices finally get let loose. But I also want to thank him again. Jamie Dimon has done us another favor. There's only two things I've ever needed: low silver prices to buy as much as I can, and even lower crypto prices after they've already exploded massively. And by the way, or as Veruca Salt would say, and by the way, geeses, OMG's. That was terrible. Retract that. Litecoin, Cliff told us, triple digits. It's coming. It's coming. He also said in his Webot report, not too long ago, $4,600 or so Bitcoin. We're expecting a big pullback. Now, I'm trying to think if he said in the same paragraph as 4,600 or what it was, but nonetheless, a big correction was coming. Webbot says big correction will be coming. And we thought it already happened the first go around here several days ago. Well, Chinese are stopping the ICOs, Chinese authorities. Oh, okay. Market goes down. Then you have Jamie Dimon comes on and, you know, poops on Bitcoin. Market's down. Oh my gosh, the Chinese authorities heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend who heard it from another journalist. You've been closing down. Up, markets crash. Thanks to Jamie Dimon. Second time. I'd like to take a little moment here, close my eyes, and want to take this moment to thank Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase for opening your big fat mouth, causing partial waterfall event, followed by some Chinese waterfall events, and allowing me and my faithful subscribers to load up on even more of these cryptos at absolute bankster fire sale type of deals, so that we can now ride these back up to the top. I want to thank you very much. And by the way, check this out. Remember I was talking about Fiat Leak? Fiatleak.com. And I used to tell you how it used to be China, Bitcoin, China, Bitcoin buying. Take a look at this map now. I see something else happening. What you are seeing now going into America used to be, not all that long ago, China. Do you remember many months ago I'd show this numerous times? in videos, this exact page. And I'm like, look at this. It's China. China is massively China. I swallowed a little bit of saliva down the wrong hole. But look at this. Well, look what we got down here. I noticed this earlier today. It's actually happening more now than it was earlier today. South America. South America? Who would have thought? Maybe some intelligent people down there who are realizing their dollar's dying, especially like in Venezuela. They want some action. So we have America, all of us, knowing what's going on. Buy. Jamie Diamond, thank you very much. Buy. There is literally nothing. I think I saw one little tiny one when I first started a second ago, go to China. Oh, whoa. Oh, there's one. Half a Bitcoin. There's another half of a Bitcoin. Boy. Couple of Chinese deciding to buy. Maybe we should also have a little moment of silence for the Chinese. Chinese people, we want to thank you for giving us these fire sale prices. Oh, whoa, uh-oh. China done woke up. What's happening? Are they hearing me? The Chinese spying on me? No, still a tiny amount. It is flooding into America. You know what's interesting? Back when I was first showing these images, like months and months ago, I think even last year I would show this page. See these little amounts? 0.43, 0.43, 0.72, 0.62, 0.54, 0.64, 0.7, right? Oh, there's a full 2 Bitcoin. Back when Bitcoin was, hundreds of dollars, you would see big orders like that. 5 Bitcoin just moved across, 2 Bitcoin, 20 Bitcoin. You'd see it all the time. Now that Bitcoin, even today, at whatever it's at, 3,200 or something right now, you see these little slivers. 1% of 1 Bitcoin, 0.72, 0.65, 0.8, there's one, 0.35, 0.72. These are tiny fractions of Bitcoins. These used to be whole numbers all day long because it was cheap. So even at $3,200, people ain't out there affording full Bitcoins. And you can tell by the size, like this big one up here, which is being blocked out. Oh, 12. That's a 12. That's a 12 bagger. Well, not really a 12 bagger, but anyways. So my eye is on Bitcoin, Litecoin in OMG. That's not to say, let me go back. Matter of fact, I'll pull that back up. That's not to say that jumping back into Bitcoin, jumping in Ethereum 225. What was it earlier when I talked to you guys? 240 something, right? I think when I did the other video earlier, or the day before this. Of course, Ripple down to 17 cents. Bitcoin Cash down to 387. Hell, it was just 600 something bucks the other day. But again, Litecoin. I'll tell you another one you may want to have your eye on right here. And I mentioned this the other day. Zcash. I told you that sucker, I've been following it. It just moves bigly. And just to give you an idea, it was 300 and almost 400 bucks back in July. June 16th. 407, June 20th. Even in July, let's see what we had. What kind of prices? July, 289, 290, 285, 240, whatever. And it's been bouncing around, back up, back down, 200s, whatever. Down to, where's that right this second? $1.60. There's some profit to be. I'm telling you, Zcash will go back up. I know it will. But even though I'm saying that, my eye is stuck. Both of mine. My right eye is on OMG. My left eye, Litecoin. Note to self, watch OMG. Have some stash set aside to deal with OMG if you want to get some more. However, first thing in the morning, what's the price of Litecoin? Does it look like it might have bottomed? If it's in the 30-something dollar range, I don't care if it bottomed. I'm going in bigly again. Done. It's going down. It's going down. I'm yelling Litecoin. You better load your stinking boat. Now, now. Sorry about that. Had to get that out. So anyways, that's it. But where I was kind of going with my conversation earlier about the house and the smell, because it, air's not hadn't been running in days. I don't know if just breathing all that Made me feel like I was getting a little sicker or whatever. Clearing my throat still, a little bit of a cough. But now everything's back on. So maybe I was getting a secondary sickness or something. I don't know. Do you guys remember, and I'm trying to think if I read this part of it to you. Remember my mom, I told you she gave me a little psychic reading thing? And she nailed the inspection on the house here before we got here and all that, what the inspector would find and all that stuff. And anyway, so that was awesome. But one of the things she said, you're going to be sick. You're getting sick this year. You're going to be sick. You're definitely going to get sick this year. And I'm thinking, well, I haven't really been sick in quite a long time. But I just had that one cold that kind of lingered on, felt like it was going away. Then I had this little bit of a cough here recently with the clearing of my throat constantly. And again, I don't know if partially because I'm in there sweating it like a pig at night and I'm breathing in just that weird smell. You know what I mean? I don't know. All I know is the power's back on. There'll be an auction tomorrow, right? In Tampa. I'm going to head over there. There's actually about 3 or 4 generators, but I'm looking at 2. They're on trailers. They're probably at least 20 kilowatts, maybe 30 kilowatts, maybe 40. I don't know. Diesels. And technically, they're not automatic transfer switch, you know, it just kicks on. But if I can get some seriously thick, you know, number 2 cable, number 4 cable, whatever it is, run it over to where the main input to the house is, main electrical to the house, get a secondary on-off switch. Basically, up position is grid, regular, down position is generator, and it simply switches off to that, then feeding the house, which would feed the crypto cave, my well pump, the garage, everything, diesel power. It'll be far enough away from the house that I don't have to worry about the stinking smell. It's on a trailer. I can hook it up. I've got the golf cart. I bought one of those little trailer things for like 30 or 40 bucks. I could pull that sucker out with the golf cart. If not, by chance, I've got my wife's van that has a trailer hitch. And I can move it around anywhere on the property I need to, run the cable, boom, right into the main electrical, which is right outside. Because again, it'd be nice to have the whole house set up. It just kicks on whenever the power goes out. You don't have to do anything. But in all fairness, in all reality, it's pretty rare that the power goes out like that. And I don't mind going out and flipping a little switch on the side of the house and then turning on the generator, moving it out and turning it on. It's not a big deal. And if I can get a really good deal at the auction, I'm going to jump on it. I can't hurt going down there. I think it's free to go in. I don't think it costs anything, but I don't really remember, to tell you the truth. I don't know if it costs you a couple bucks to get in. But even if it does, they said you can go down there with a check, basically a blank check. If you bid on something and you win it, if you have cash, you pay there, you're done, you take it home today. But it's a Saturday auction. They're not open Sunday, as far as I know anyways. But then Monday, they said as long as you give us the check, on Monday, go to your bank and do a wire transfer directly to us. That's okay. And once the wire hits, you can come get your thing right away. So I was kind of debating, and I'm not sure where I stand on this yet. I'll probably figure it out tomorrow, Friday. And it's either going to be, you know what, let me just go to the bank and try to pull out like four grand or something. Maybe 5. If I can get one of these nice ones. That's a pretty good deal for, 30 or 40 kilowatt unit. 25, anywhere between 20 and 40 kilowatt unit. And one's got 4,000 hours. It's a 2007. The other one has 2,100 hours, but it's a 1996 model, I think, or 96 or 97. Or no, maybe not, maybe even a 94, somewhere around there, 90s. And anyway, they both look really, one of them doesn't have pictures, the 2007, but the 94, 5, or 6, whatever it is, it does have pictures, and it looks like it's in great condition, to tell you the truth. Again, they're both supposedly on trailers. The one is because I can see it. The other one, there's no pictures. But anyways, I want to go down there and ultimately bid on one of these things. If I win, great. The beautiful thing is, I don't have to touch my cryptos right now. Because right now would not be a good time. You'd want to liquidate some cryptos to take some cash out and buy something. When they're down, you want the opposite. You want cash to get some more cryptos. But I've already got my little stash on the side of cryptos. I can, move some around, flip some Veritasium into Litecoin, put some cash in the account, buy some more Litecoin, whatever it is. Again, Litecoin is calling my name right now bigly. OMG is also calling it. You may decide right now, Joe, $8 and anything for OMG, I'm in. I'm going there. I already saw it going to 12 in short order. We know it's going back. I'm in. And you know what? Good for you, because even if it goes to $6 or $7, it's still not a bad decision. And granted, maybe you can pull off some more if it does go to, you know, 6, 7, whatever bucks. Hell, I hope they crush these things. I hope Jamie Dimon come out with another speech. Go crazy. I want to see 90, 80. Give me $80 Ethereum. Give me back to $20 Litecoin, please. I'm begging you. Like I said, this might be the time to whip out the credit card, cha-ching, and pay it off in real short order and have profits left over. You know what I'm saying? So, got a couple of 2 or 3 other videos to do. Back in the crypto cave. Got the AC unit running right here in front of me. Loving life again. Thank goodness. I'm out. Take care.